Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new episode of our modded survival world. Last episode we worked on our spider farm, which is right here. There's still a couple of spiders, it sounds like, in here. Let's just dip upstairs. Maybe they're up here. Is he in here? I could definitely hear one. He's not spawned up here, has he? No. Is he up on the wall? He's somewhere about. But anyway, we worked on this. It's currently turned off. Oh, yeah, he's there, look. So he's not going to die because it's all turned off. But that's fine, that's fine. What I want to work on today is a bit of an XP farm. I want to create a different kind of farm than what we've been working on. I think I'd like to utilize this a little bit. I am going to have to move this one forward one block, which means this one's going to have to go forward one block. This one can go forward one block, which is good. Actually, no, it won't, because this doesn't... These don't come out, do they? These small ones. No, they just literally work this way. So no, that's fine. What I want to do today is I want to work on a little bit of a different mob farm. I do want to do an Enderman and a creeper farm. But the way in which we're going to kill these mobs is going to be different to how we've been killing them before. And I'll get into what I mean by that in just a minute. But first of all, let's have a quick nap. Never hurts to have a quick nap. And then I can show you exactly what I mean. So, creating spawners like what we're using in the skeleton farm and what we're using in the spider farm, those spawners there, those powered spawners, each one requires 30 levels just to combine the spawner with the XP. And there's a couple of ways that we can get XP. What I've been using for XP are these essence berries here. You pick up the essence berries, you right click with them, and they add levels to them. And as you can see, we get a fair few levels. And then I've been using this thing, which is called an obelisk, to store them in. But again, I don't have 30 levels. I need 60 levels in total. Not 60 continuous levels, but about 60 levels. The other way that we can get them is if I grab what's called a straw here, temporarily, let me just pop these away. I don't need these at the minute. If I grab this straw at the minute, then what I can do is if we go over to our skeleton, we'll do skeleton farm because it's been running the longest. If we go over to our skeleton farm here and we go downstairs, all the way over here, downstairs, these essence drums, we can just hold right click with the straw, shift and right click, and drink the essence. And what that's going to do is it's just going to give us some levels. But that is incredibly slow. Now, there may be other ways to get this essence out of here and into XP, but I don't know it yet. So, what I want to do is I want to get XP a different way. I want to get it as orbs or as liquid XP, something that we can store in this thing. Because if I want to get levels out of this thing, you know, all I got to do is I click this to store my levels. And then just this, if I want 1 level, if I want 10 levels, 10 levels, 20 levels, 29 levels. I can put it all back in. And this is great. But getting the essence into here, I can't figure out how to do it. I can't figure it out. There may be a way, but I don't think there is. So short of setting like a right clicker up here to sort of right click this into this, there's not really a good way to get what we've got available to us now. So, how do I want to get XP in here? Well, if I remember correctly, now you have to bear with me a minute here. There is an XP chest, but I can never remember if it's EXP. Or maybe there's not. I'm pretty sure that there is a way to absorb the XP. Don't think it's... That pulls the nearby items. There is a way. It might just be under XP, actually. Okay, so this is an experience solidifier. Uses player's experience. Okay, so we don't want that. I'll look that up in my spare time. But there is a way to get orbs into here. It might actually be the vacuum chest, actually. I think it's called a vacuum hopper. Yeah, this thing here. I don't have an ender pearl. An eye of ender, rather. Okay, this is a rabbit hole of things that I thought I would have. Let's just grab that. Of course, I made a few things with ender pearls early on. Well, not early on. A while back. Hey, give me the things that I want. No, I don't. Okay, that's a unique hopper. I've not seen that one before. But yeah, this thing allows us to suck up XP orbs. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yeah, there we go. Look, XP outputs. There used to be another chest that allowed you to do this, but this one actually will serve us great anyway. But I am going to face a small, tiny bit of trouble with this. Maybe creepers go in a different one. I'm just thinking if I'm going to kill creepers, then it's probably not the best solution. But anyway, I can suck up XP from mobs that we drop and put them in here using that, because this uses that kind of XP. The only trouble with that is I need to get the XP orbs, and those grinders that we're using, they don't drop XP orbs. They just turn it into that essence. So the way that we do that is by using spikes. These diamond spikes here, which are, I think that the golden ones drop XP, but we're going to use diamond ones because we're flashy like that. And mob falls onto this, it deals damage to the mob. Mob gets killed. We walk away the victor. You see what I mean? And we get the drops from it, and we get the XP from it. And then we can store the XP in this thing at the farm. Now, Endermen do give the biggest XP drop, so it makes sense to do this with the Enderman Farm. Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't put that together before. So yeah, so I think I'm going to go and pick one of the buildings that I want to use for the Enderman Farm and just have a little bit of a rethink of how I want to do this, because I definitely want there to be slimes, zombies, zombie pigmen. The trouble that I'm having is fitting in a creeper farm, which I suppose we could always put the creeper one here, actually. So I'm one building short. But yeah, so I think I'm going to use this one for the Enderman, because I think this one would be kind of fun to use, actually. So I'm going to get some building done on this, and when I'm ready to show you some more, I'll bring you back. Once again, guys, I just thought I'd bring you back for a bit of a progress update. I'm not going to do the same progress updates we did last time, but I just kind of wanted to show you again a way to, when you're building up a city, when you're building up a place like this, just remember that using the skeleton build can really give you a good sense. I mean, it may be that I didn't want to have this here in the end, and if I'd have only built this, it's so much easier to move. Now, there is ways to copy builds in modern Minecraft using the builder and RF tools. I've done it before, but I don't quite remember how to do it. It's not overly difficult, and we may build up an entire city using it, but that requires us to literally copy and paste something. But this city I want to build by hand. I want to have a special connection to this city, and I just kind of wanted to show you guys the skeleton build for this as we're looking at, and just some of the things that I'm doing to kind of set it apart, because a lot of the times what you see is you'll have this sort of like steep roof here, and then they'll do the exact same thing opposite it right here. I'm actually going to move it along a little bit so we get this sort of feel, and you can already feel that this is really becoming kind of cool as you're walking through it, you know. We're almost like right up against this, and I've left enough room to walk around these buildings because I definitely want to, and we're going to add stuff and fill spaces later. I'm not sure on what I'm going to fill the spaces with. Yeah, I know I want to have a couple of wells dotted about. That'd be kind of cool. Some park benches, just some things that you'd see around a city. But I also would like to, you know, I recently played Assassin's Creed over on my Achievement Hunter channel. I'm playing through it at the minute, getting all the achievements. I might go back to that and just have a walk around the cities, and just see what I can see that might take my fancy to put in a place like this, you know. And well, I guess Monkey Era wouldn't really be a good idea for that. But yeah. So what I've done is I've just moved this over a little bit, put it in the middle here, just so that they don't line up exactly, just to give it some differentiation from it all. And I just really want to check something real quickly. This does have enough headroom. It's just hit me. Endermen are 3 blocks tall. They're not small like the other mobs are, but yeah, we should have enough clearance here to put 4 spawning points for the Enderman. And we're going to do something different to kill the Enderman, like I said, but I'll bring you back for that. In the meantime, I'm going to fill these walls in. I've dug out the basement too. Fill in this roof. Get some of the insides in place. And then when I'm here to show you the difference between this build and the other build, I'll bring you back. Welcome on back, folks. And I've got it all in place. And I want to show you. Ready? This is the Enderman Farm. Now, it may not look like much on the outside. But remember, you got to remember, we're buying a... I don't know where that Enderman head is. It just keeps trying to come to me from somewhere. We're not trying to make it look like an Enderman farm on the outside. We're trying to make it look like a city. So, each of these look individual. I do want to put some things on these to sort of bring a bit more life to it. But, yeah, I might put some spider webs over here. A couple of Enderman heads. Maybe an Enderman head above the door. I wanted to put spider heads above the door here. But spiders don't drop heads in this mod pack. So, I might have to add a mod to do that. But again, this world is played on by not just me, but also by a friend of mine and my wife. My friend obviously has his kingdom over there. So before I add any mods, I like to just talk to him. It's just courtesy. Apologies if you can hear the cat meowing at my door. I'm not letting her in. It drives me crazy. Let's see if we can pick this up. Yeah, we got it. So this is the Enderman Farm. And there is a small problem with this Enderman Farm. Again, there's another Enderman. There's Enderman heads falling out of my... Endermen aren't spawning up here, are they? No. I wonder why, because they're not getting killed up here. I wonder if it's if they kind of spawn in the... Oh, it doesn't matter. We're getting more than enough heads anyway. But I am starting to notice that grass is disappearing from here. It started as 2 pieces. Now it's gone to 3. So Endermen are nicking them. So there are teething problems when it comes to building these farms, and we learn from building them now that the next time I build them, I've got to be careful of this. But let's take a look inside, shall we? So we've got 4 chambers, which is a bad idea, because I can't run 4 chambers efficiently. I can only run 1 efficiently. So I've got to have an individual power source for each of these in the near future. And I've just realized that one actually isn't on. That actually could be the problem, because all of the ones are told to push at the top, so maybe this is trying to push them out into here. Maybe that's what's causing the problem. But anyway, yeah, the Endermen spawn in here, they make their way to this conveyor belt, and this conveyor belt pushes them over the head. And we're using a thing called an attract obelisk to get the Endermen there. They do eventually go for the end. Sometimes they just need a little bit of a nudge. But we're using an attract obelisk to get them to go to this corner. And I'll show you that in just a minute. But I just want to show you that they tend to just gather here. So I've put a couple of these in here to push them over the end. These are just conveyor belts. They're really easy to make. Here we are. Just rubber, which we've already shown you how to get over the series. And iron and redstone. So it's relatively simple and easy to get. Not much trouble there. So let's just grab this. That actually might solve our entire problem, that. And we've got 4 of these, but like I said, I can't run 4 of them efficiently because each one of these Enderman spawners requires 15,000 RF per tick. If we come down here and we look at this, you can see 15,000 RF per tick. And I can't put 15,000 RF per tick in this because these pipes only transport up to... So a lot of XP there. Should be getting picked up. Yes, it is. We've already got like 28 levels, and bearing in mind I've only had this running about 5 or 10 minutes. And I've had to build 2 more Enderman spawners with that. So I've had to go through 2 sets of 30 levels and 2 sets of 15 levels just to get those 2 spawners done. And that's what I've already taken out of this. And this was pretty much depleted when I started this episode. I had to gain the levels for those ones manually. But yeah, so this is an attract obelisk. You put in, as we've got a capacity in here just to make its range a bit bigger. You put in a soul vial with whatever mob that you want to attract to it. You can have multiple in here. We've got Enderman for this sake. And Enderman are then attracted to this. This also prevents them from spawning, from teleporting away, which is good. So we've got this doing that. We've obviously got the Tesseract. I may add individual Tesseracts to these 2 bottom ones. Just stick them on the bottom. And I didn't bother putting anything here to prevent it. Enderman can't move. It's only a 2-block gap, so they can't get out because they're 3 blocks tall. And I just kind of like the idea that it's there to be able to see them. And plus, I could shift and right-click soul vials into them. But these are all the drops that the Enderman have been dropping so far. We've got the Enderman head. We've got solidified experience. Head oral surgery. There you go. Give me a break. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. We've got these hearts, these ender pearls, and these dimlets. These dimlets we're going to do a lot with later on when we get into RF tools. But for now, we're just kind of storing them up. And again, we're storing these ender pearls here. You can see nothing else is gathering here. Now, I had a problem. I put this ender hopper to go into an item conduit. And for some reason, it just wasn't outputting to the item conduit. It outputs to the fluid conduit, but not the item one for some bizarre reason. So I had to put a chest here, which I'm completely cool with. It's fine. I like it. It doesn't look too bad. But yeah, so we may power these via a different tesseract at some point in the near future. I don't think I'll be able to do a tesseract each, although we may be able to like pop it under here or in the corner or something. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. This is more than bit of a hiccup. This is more than enough for what I want. It'll do the job for now. It doesn't need to be too efficient. Obviously, I don't have that many tesseracts, and I really can't bother to tear this build apart to insert individual tesseracts. That's going to be a royal pain in the rear end to do. But I will do that at some point in the future. For now, it's doing exactly what I want it to do, which is killing Endermen to gain us XP. Because obviously, you know, we're going to be wanting to put more of these farms all over the place. And every time we combine a spawner with one of these powered spawners, it costs us 30 levels just to combine it. And to combine Soul Vial into the broken spawner to turn the spawner into what we want it to be, well, that costs us 15 levels right there. So, you know, I think it works out like 35 levels we need to do just one of these spawners. And we've got quite a few of these to do. You know, we've got a zombie pigbird to do. We've got the blazers, basalts, and blizzards. We've got slimes to do. And we've still got a creeper farm to put somewhere. Probably put the creeper farm somewhere over here, maybe. You know, so I'm going to need, what's that? That's 4, 6, 10, 14, 15, probably about 16 spawners I'm going to need. It's a lot. And Enderman drop the biggest XP of all the vanilla mobs I know. And there is one mob that I completely forgot about until I was out hunting. And I may end up doing this in the... may end up putting these in the creeper farm as well, because of what they drop. And that was witches. I completely forgot about witches till I was over here. So we may do an Enderman and witch farm. Because, you know, we get like gunpowder, redstone dust, glowstone dust, sticks, you know, stuff like that from witches. You know, so maybe we'll put them in there. Since all that creepers drop is gunpowder, that's like all they drop. We don't get any other drops from them. With the zombie one, we'll be getting armor drops, be getting the potato drops, the carrot drops, and the iron drops. With creepers, we only get the one drop as far as I know. I don't think they drop anything else apart from the head. Obviously, they drop the head in this, so I think we're going to have to might do witches just to utilize the basement a little bit better. But I think I want to do that over there. But yeah, so I'm kind of happy with how this turned out. And now that we've got this Enderman Farm, we're getting the levels that we're going to need, which is good. Really kind of happy with how this turned out. Let's grab one just as a spawn. Come on, give me... That'll do. This one doesn't seem to be spawning. Is there something wrong with it? Yeah, it's just taking a bit of time to get up to power. I mean, if I do take out these capacitors, they only use 1600 RF, so maybe the better choice would be to not put in capacitors on these two bottom ones. I'm going to keep them on the top ones, but these two bottom ones can go without. And this solidified experience, try to say that word loud and quickly, it doesn't work for me. The solidified experience, that's going to get us some XP. I don't know why that was so difficult for me to say all of a sudden. Solidified. But yeah, so I'm kind of happy with how that turned out. I'm unsure of what I want to do in the next episode. We've spent the past couple episodes working on this mob district, and I don't know if I want to change it up and work on something different. The trouble is we are going to get through ender pearls quite quickly. We're going to get them stockpiling up when we start working on the shopping district. So, I'm having a wee think about this. About what I want to do in the next episode, because I definitely want to bring this to life. I want to do these on live streams. I'm going to start live streaming soon. One of the reasons I've been putting live streaming off is because I've been battling with some teeth problems. I've got an impacted wisdom tooth that was growing into another tooth. It was actually inside the other tooth, and it was painful. So much so that when they actually pulled the tooth out, the tooth came out in 2 pieces. It was completely split right down to the root thanks to that wisdom tooth growing inside it. And it's been a pain getting into the dentist because, you know, one, I have a fear of dentists, so I've got a phobia of them. Or at least I did have. I'm starting to get over it. And two, my regular dentist couldn't risk extracting. It needed to be done by an oral surgeon. It ended up being just a simple extraction like any other tooth is, but just in case there was any complications, it needed an oral surgeon, and the oral surgeon works 1 day a week at that dentist. He works at various dentists around the country from what I gather. And it was like, I don't know, I got referred in January and I finally got it out yesterday. Oh, sorry, not yesterday, day before yesterday. So 2 days ago, I finally got it out. So it took a good couple of months just to get into it. And, you know, wearing headphones for extended periods of time was pressing right on that tooth. So I didn't want to stream with headphones on and be in pain. So I thought, I'll wait till after it. And now that that's done, I can stream. So we'll probably build up these walls on stream around this district, because I kind of want to get this district done before episode 25. Episode 25 will be a short tour where we will tour what we've done. And we'll do the same tour again at 50 and at 75. And then episode 100, I'm planning to end this season. I want to have this entire city built by the end of episode 100, so that we can begin season 2 with episode 101. And I don't know what I'm going to do for season 2. I've got a couple of ideas. I don't know if I want to go somewhere else in the world and start right over and do the whole building up from scratch on a mod pack, or if I want to start working on a specific farm. You know, maybe I want to do an immersive engineering village. I don't know. Still having some thoughts about that. But yeah, I'm really kind of happy with how this has turned out. And even when we look on Journey Map, I like the way this is looking. It's starting to feel like an actual city over here anyway. And I know it seems like rather plain. We've not really got much going on these, but I want to do an episode dedicated to adding more detail, you know, where we add life to an area. We bring things to life by adding, you know, maybe we add window boxes to these, because it just to bring it out. So we had foliage, we had pathways, we had all sorts of different things. You know, we will have main pathways here going around. As you can see, I've sort of reworked them a little bit. I think I might bring this up and over this way as well, just so we've got a nice little pathway. But I'm starting to like the way that this is looking from where we are. You know, we're starting to really get it coming together. And to think that we just planned this all out randomly in an episode, just, you know, dividing it up. And, you know, we've got this whole district over here that we need to do stuff with as well. And I'm not sure what that district's going to be yet. This was supposed to be the farming district, but it's kind of been taken over by the mob farm district. This may end up being slightly bigger than I anticipated. But then again, I've got a lot of land here. And do I really want to have a big civilian district? I don't think I do. So we've still got plenty of land to work with and plenty of stuff to do. I do want to do a wood loggers like camp. I just realized my clearing went all the way over here. Maybe we put some farms over there, some wood farms over there, some tree farms rather. But I don't know. I want to have a think about how I want that to work later. Right now I'm focusing on this mob farm district. But yeah, I think that's going to call it for this episode, guys. So, if you've enjoyed the video, please do consider leaving a like. It really helps out the channel. I really do appreciate it. So please do leave that like. And click subscribe if you want to see more from me. Guys, I'm KC, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.